In many countries around the world, a majority of 10-year-olds will be found in a classroom. They learn, they play, they make friends, and are introduced to a world of possibilities where they can do anything they choose. This is not the case in Nigeria. 1 in every 5 of the world's out-of-school children is in Nigeria. And in what is a number for the record books, this means 13.2 million Nigerian children are not in school. But what makes this more puzzling is that basic education is free and compulsory. At least, that is the policy. But with almost 7.5 million babies born every year in the country, there are not just enough school spaces to cater for a growing population. There is increasingly a widening gap between funding, infrastructure, and a rapidly expanding population. In 2018, the average number of children per classroom in Nigeria was 51. Ideal numbers will have a range of 20 to 25 children per class. Katsina, the state with the highest children per class ratio, averages 101 pupils per class. The problem, though, is not limited only to a lack of spaces in schools. Poverty plays a role. In a country where a sizable chunk of the population barely eke out a living, children often have to fend for themselves and their families by working or begging. This, of course, means they are not in school. For those who are fortunate to have primary school education, transitioning to secondary school is not easy. They have to navigate hurdles like lack of funding, early marriage, teenage pregnancies, and having to go straight to work to earn a living or even help in catering for their families. Data from the Universal Basic Education Commission (UBEC) indicates that an estimated 72% of children who finish primary school education in Nigeria do not progress to secondary school. The result? 30% of Nigeria's population is not literate. They cannot read or write. These 60 million people end up victims of social inequalities as they are not able to fully participate in society. They have no access to basic rights and experience financial and economic exclusion. For those students that are able to complete secondary school, there are a myriad of other problems. Gaining admission into tertiary institutions is more or less a lottery. Scoring good marks does not guarantee a place in your university of choice, or that you get to study your choice of course. Data from Nigeria's Bureau of Statistics (NBS) and the Joint Admission and Matriculation Board (JAMB) shows that between 2010 and 2015, of the 10 million applicants that sought entry into Nigerian tertiary institutions, only 26% gained admission. In other words, 7.4 million didn't get a place. There are simply not enough university places. The places available are also subject to Nigeria's perennial problems of corruption. Sometimes it isn't the most qualified that gets admitted. It is difficult to imagine Nigeria becoming functional if the country does not give even every Nigerian child access to quality education, irrespective of their socioeconomic background. Without a quality education system, the majority of children are handicapped and become adults without a skill set to find employment and earn a decent living. As the world enters an era of the knowledge economy, education has become even more critical as building blocks for a functional life. Without it, Nigeria will continue to lag behind, failing despite her huge potential.